This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. This is Nagesh Gohad from CNC Times. I welcome you all on behalf of CNC Times and on behalf of Mr. Kishore Ajay. To brief about the CNC Times activities, we are the digital marketing platform, basically helping all machine tools, accessories, companies. Basically, our technology focuses of machine tools, then basically CAM, CAD, metrology, automation. So we cover all the aspects of these sectors, and we try to impart trainings, online trainings. We try to promote products of the different companies. Even we are engaged in the lead generation activities for many companies. With all that, yes, having said all that, we have conducted from last year almost 150 plus webinars for imparting knowledge. This is also part of our knowledge series webinar. And Mr. Kishore Asher has done more than 15 webinars with us so far. So he has been our very experienced speaker. And okay, with this, I will hand it, and he's okay. I'll give you just a brief intro about him. He is basically a technology and manufacturing consultant, having the experience of more than 35 years, and he has worked with many MNCs, many Indian large companies, and he has got a thorough experience on manufacturing. Okay, with this, I'll hand it over to Mr. Kishore Asher, sir. Sir, you can start, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Nagesh, and good afternoon to everybody. This is Kishore Asher. I think Nagesh has already spoken about me. This is not taking much of the time. Today we are going to have a webinar on cost-saving techniques for manufacturing excellence, and here we will be sharing practical insights of a lot of cost-saving technique which we have implemented in not many industries. And to brief us, I'll turn off my camera, and to brief us, we are, as Nagesh has already said, we are technical consultant. Mainly, we are expertise in cost saving and cost reduction, product development, quality management, vendor management, and manpower selection. I have worked for more than 39 years in different automotive companies. Mainly, the assignment comes from all big MNCs across the globe. The best thing is I have developed indigenous fracture split technology, Indian technology, which is more, or you can say, at par to the German technology. And I've worked for various different types of commodities like casting, forging, and pharma industries also. Now I'll start of today's topic. What is cost saving technique for manufacturing?
Hello, Kishore sir. We are not able to hear you.
No, just
Can
a
you
minute.
please check your internet?
Now, are you able to hear? Hello? Hello?
Yes. Hello. I'm able to hear you.
Yes, Nagesh. Is it okay now, Nagesh? Nagesh, something wrong with you? Shall I continue?
Please, because we can hear. That means my side. I can hear you. I don't know other participant, but I can hear you.
Yeah, everybody is able to hear. I think Nagesh, there's an issue with your system, please. Yeah. So I'll start with today's topic of cost-saving technique for manufacturing excellence. Here in the slide, on the left-hand side here, you can see there is one screw and one hexagonal bolt, which is of metallic. And on the right-hand side, you can see a screw and a hexagonal bolt of PVC. Do you think that does both have the same strength and same life, or does it have the same strength and same life? Yes, the answer is yes. These examples shows us that there is a reduction in cost of good manufacturing and the quality of new product, that is a PVC bolt and nut, bolt and screw has the same quality as that of metallic. And how this is done? This has been done with a planned approach to reduce the cost without compromising or affecting the quality. This is nothing but a cost saving. Just a minute. Now today's agenda. What is cost saving? What are various types of cost? What are types of cost saving? Cost reduction techniques, idea of cost saving at your workplace, value engineering versus cost cutting, study of cost saving from various industries. These are the practical approaches and importance of cost saving. Now, cost saving is a set of actions or policy that reduce the historical or expected cost of a given transaction. Anything we are lowering the or spending which can be measured and which does not have negative impact on the business can be seen as a cost saving. We'll take some examples. Switching from an expensive color printing to a black and white. This is a cost saving. In a shop floor, there are two quality engineers. One engineer look after the CMM operation and one look after the daily line inspection. Now it was observed that there is a lot of scope and both are not fully loaded. They have got plenty of time, spare time. So study was taken and it was seen that a quality engineer who is a line engineer, he was trained on CMM and CMM engineer was trained on line, and thus here we can combine the operation and we can save a manpower. This is a cost saving. Now, cost reduction. The cost reduction is a process of elimination of waste to improve the process, to reduce the overheads and increase the cost of quality. Example here is if shop floor is being washed frequently, this can be reduced from daily to alternate day. This will ensure a cost reduction to reduce the overheads. I'll take one small difference also. Cost saving is aiming to reduce the total cost of production and cost reduction is aiming to reduce per unit cost of product, whereas cost saving is tends when target is ends when the target is met. That cost saving we ended. अच्छा वो हो गया, चलो अभी आज यहाँ बंद करते हैं, यहाँ cost saving. But cost reduction, it is a continuous process. Suppose you said हमने cost saving कर दिया for this product, but cost saving is over, but cost reduction is not over, because you will again rethink on this, and then again you will come of new proposal, then you will go again go for a cost saving. Cost saving, I take one more example. Cost saving, suppose you it does not give a promise that regarding maintaining the quality. Suppose there's a company is not performing well, what you will do, you'll reduce the manpower. Here cost saving is done, but it does not give a promise for the quality. But in case of cost reduction, you have a quality of a product has to be maintained, and it has to be imposed. Like what we have taken the example of plastic or PVC fasteners. Here we have reduced the cost, but we have never compromised of the quality. So cost reduction speaks about the quality also. Now, what are the types of costs? So there are different types of cost, like direct cost. So before we enter into a cost saving, we must be able to know what are the cost, what are the different types of cost, and what are the different methods of reducing the cost. So until we know what are the costs, we won't be able to concentrate where to save. So direct cost has direct labor, the materials, direct material, commission or piece rate. These are coming under direct cost. Indirect cost means rents, utilities, quality control cost, insurance, depreciation, personal expenses, purchase, marketing. All these are indirect costs. Fixed costs. In a company, there is always a fixed cost. Whether the production is running or not, these fixed costs are bound to be there. The fixed costs are depreciation, rent. कंपनी लॉकडाउन में फिर भी रेंट तो आपको देना ही पड़ेगा. So these are the fixed costs, like rent, depreciation, insurance, utility. All these are fixed costs. Variable cost. Variable costs are the cost like raw material, fuel, energy, logistics, commission. These are the variable costs. Operating costs are like when you travel, or there is a telephone calls you make, or you use internet, or legal expenses, or a property tax. All these are the operating costs. Opportunity cost. See, opportunity costs are the cost which a new opportunity comes around, and you grab that opportunity. Like in the present COVID situation, the companies have already, some of the companies have started manufacturing the mask. So that is an opportunity cost. Some companies started manufacturing oxygen. They put down oxygen plants. So this is an opportunity cost. Like government is planning to privatize the defense sector. So Bharat Forge has come down with a defense parts manufacturing. That is an opportunity cost. These are the opportunity costs for the company. Sunk cost are, there are some parts which are lying for maybe 3 years, 4 years. It is non-moving inventories, or some non-successful trials which are done on R&D, or some bad loans. These are a sunk cost. Controllable cost, like Ganpati ka Vargani, and then Shiv Jayanti Vargani, donations, advertising, participation in exhibition, bonus. These are controllable costs. This, if I don't want to give a donation, sorry, I cannot give. So, but these I can control the cost. So these are the controllable costs. Now, types of cost saving. So there are 6 different types of cost saving. One is historic cost saving, then budget cost saving, and RFP saving, ratio saving, index saving, and technical saving. Let us go in brief. What is this? A historic saving. Historic saving are the changes in unit price as compared to the previous period. I'll take an example. Last year, the CRC price in last financial year it was about 32,000 a ton, or a CNG price was about 41 rupees a kg. In such, it is an indication in it is such indication that it is compared with the current price, and the difference is calculated. This gives you an historic price. Like CRC price today is 42,000 a ton. Last year it was 32,000 a ton. So 10,000 is your historic saving. Budget saving. Budget savings are those savings that are derived on the base of difference between the real price, that is the invoice price, and the budget price. Suppose I had price of steel last year was 59,000 a ton, and I received the steel today at 58,000 rupees a ton. Then in this case, 59,000 minus 58,000 is 1,000 rupees per ton is my budget saving. Every year, we prior to our financial year, we start budgeting, and we know this will be cost against my raw material and maintenance. All these are we prove a budget. That is a budget cost against which we find out what is the difference between the real expenses and the budget. This will give you a budget saving. What is RFPs? Request for proposal. When you have you ask for a vendor, they give you a different proposal for how many which supplier. They give you different types of supplier, and then give you a budget, and you choose the lowest budget of this, and from suppose this year you are getting that price a component made at 10 rupees, and now you had an RFP about 9 rupees, then you had saving of 1 rupee per piece in that proposal. That is RFP saving. So what is a ratio saving? Ratio saving are the combination of saving. For instance, it could be a combine of technical and budget saving. Like if I do a reaming in place of boring, which is a cheaper way, then this is a combination of budget as well as technical. I'll take one more example of a ratio saving. Suppose for a turning, one of the turning operation, my cost is about 2 rupees a piece. And if some new ideas or some innovative inserts are available in market, and I take a trial and I prove that my price is 1 rupee 70 paisa per piece, then I had a saving of 30 paisa. That is 2 rupees minus 170 is 30 paisa per piece. This is a ratio saving. Index saving. Index saving is saving that is acquired as a result of external market development, which usually affect the prices of material and services. I'll take a simple example of index saving. The prices of sugar in international market has gone up. Why? Because there is a drought in Brazil. Brazil is also a bigger sugar manufacturer. Now the prices has gone up due in the international market due to the external market conditions. In such cases, Indian sugar mills will earn more. This is not expected. This was not expected by Indian industries. So this saving is called as index saving by those sugar mills. Now technical savings. Technical saving, these are the savings that are made as a result of change in technical specification of a product. For example, suppose there is a high chrome moly steel, which I replace it by a fairly priced steel metal, then the difference of moly steel minus those steel, which give me a saving, that is called as technical saving. Now I'll go for what are the different types of cost reduction techniques. Now cost reduction techniques are target costing, activity based costing, just in time ERP, that is enterprise resource planning, and value engineering. These are the 5 ways of reducing the cost. Now we will go one by one. What is target costing? Target costing or product cost method is a cost reduction technique that enables setting price of a product as agreed by the management at an early stage of planning or development. This is a target costing. This is mainly done by APQP stage, and I have already taken many lectures for this APQP. This is a base where you can fix the target and how you can arrive at a cost, which is a detailed way of doing a costing. This, I'll take an example of this this target costing. Tata Nano car, Tata has said that they will make a Nano car within 1 lakh rupees. This was a target which Tata has said this is the target costing. Similarly, Britannia wanted to manufacture a sweet and salty biscuits. They said, how I don't have a target, Britannia fellow says. And somebody said, no, in a market, yes, there is a similar kind of biscuits is manufactured by Parle, that is Parle Crackjack, sweet and salty. So Britannia had gone into the market and found out what are the target price. They found out that the target price was rupees 30 for 200 grams. So these are the target along which I have to see that my price of 50-50, Britannia 50-50 does not go beyond this, or it is at par, or my quality is better than Parle Crackjack. These are the examples of target costing. Now, this is an approach is aimed at to see that I am minimizing the cost and giving you the high quality of product. And this is a structured process of controlling price. Activity-based costing. In this system, you have to assign, or you can assign a cost of each activity in the production. Like there is a raw material, then stores, and then there is an in process. There are, suppose there is a turning, grinding, milling, gear cutting. Then there is an inspection. There is an packaging, logistics. All these cost centers, you have to see that all these tiny or minute cost centers are, or these activities are taken into account to calculate the cost. This is called as activity-based cost. I'll take small example. In a manufacturing unit, there were about 4,000 machines, total machines in a company. And management has said, I have given you 10,000 rupees as an overhead cost. So 10,000 rupees I have to survive for these 4,000 machines. So 10,000 divided by 4,000 machines, that is per machines, my overhead cost will be not more than 2 rupees 50 paisa. This is a target given by management to me. Now, suppose I know this is 2 rupees 50 paisa is a target cost of overhead set by the management. Now, suppose I want to manufacture a product which will go into 200 machines, then for 200 machines, per machine there is 2 rupees 50 paisa overhead cost. So for 200 machines, there will be 200 into 2.5, that will be about 500 rupees. So this is activity based costing. So for my cost, whatever I manufactured in the product, that cost will be about 2 rupees 50 paisa. That will be an overhead cost charged by this. This is an activity based costing. Just in time. Just in time, as everybody knows it, just in time, or as a word says, just in time is a lean type of production which is to be produced on demand, and kind of production whereby it is manufactured and it is a pull system. Like as I earlier said, that masks, these masks were produced just in time so that it came into the market and there was an youth population can be covered with those masks. This just in time, this method enables us, the company, to minimize waste by producing what it is required. like I already said, mass made manufactured during COVID, or pizza made by McDonald's. So these pizzas are made only when there is an order is there. The raw material is ready, but they are not cooked. So they are cooked only when that is made. So this is called as just in time. ERP or enterprise resource planning. ERP or enterprise resource planning is another method of cost reduction, because previously we were not using this method and we were using or simply by some Excel sheet on this. Now ERP also provides you a material requirement planning, and material requirement planning is also, and this activity is also important, which will help accounts, finance, and e-commerce and logistics also. Where is my material lying? So this is also a cost reduction plan technique, where you are not supposed to find out where the material. Suppose that person is who is maintaining an Excel sheet is absent, you are not able to find out where is a material, and this is overcome by a system called ERP. Value engineering. Now you can see on the right hand side corner, this is a forging part which is having 8 holes. Previously this forged part was made as it is, what was plain, and there were 8 hole drill and then do deburring and chamfer, all those. There was a lot of troubles. Now what is being done is, this forging with a hole is being produced in forging itself. So what has happened? You have saved a cost of this 8 hole drilling plus the cycle time or a throughput time which was required to do this. So this is nothing but an value engineering. How it has been done? The value engineering is an organized step-by-step method that is meant to enhance the value of goods and the services. What is a value? Value is nothing but a ratio of function to cost. So if I want to do a value engineering, what I have to do is I have to increase the function of the product or decrease the cost of the product. So main principle of the value engineering, it's a basic function has to be maintained and quality has not to be deteriorated or not to be compensated. One more example I can give you of value engineering. Normally those fellows are from forging industries, they will realize that steel mill supply a steel which is having a sulfur between 0.02% to 0.04%. Now if in a steel mill the sulfur is maintained at a higher level, we require steel or sulfur to be maintained at a lower level of 0.014%. Why? This is to improve that sulfur streaks are not appearing in a linear which are when this steel is rolled, these streaks, sulfur streaks, will find out come on the surface and you will find a crack. So you find a raw material cracks on this. So to minimize this sulfur was reduced from 0.02 to 0.014, and this was having a good machinability, and the forgings were without any crack. Mind well, this has taken a long time, and it was a step-by-step organized method, and it was very difficult to convince the steel mill. As of today also, they are into monopoly business. So this is nothing but an value engineering. Now cost saving at your workplace. Now ये तो सब simple है. I know it, these are all practical examples which I had been doing, and I have been done with lot many, and these are the practicals what I am sharing with you. See, minimize waste, go green, go paperless, using a soft copy and send emails and report only on soft copies or via email. Previously, I know when I was young, वो मेमो आता, अरे मेमो आ गया, that peon used to bring the memo, अरे सर का मेमो आ गया, कुछ तो भी रहेगा. So that fellow used to print out and then he has to take the signature. Today the situation is not that. You have to just mail it and everything goes fine. Like today I am sharing my views with you. It was not possible without this technology. So Please see that you go paperless and do not make any copies unless and until it is required so, or it has to be submitted to the government authorities where it is mandatory, then only do it. Otherwise, please do not print. We had a habit of printing on one side and the second side, oh, throw it in a dustbin. Do make a scratch on the other side and print it on the other side. This is a recent example, and those departments or that factory is a very small factory, and they were procuring about 10 rims a month, and today they are only making 4 to 5 rims a month. Imagine how much is the saving only by only a small trick which was given to them. These are no Wi-Fi technology. These are the tricks which you have to implement in your life. See this, you can see it below. There's a cup which is made of paper. What is happening? Everywhere there's to save the cost. Vending machine laga de, and then people are drinking, and then halfway somebody is drinking coffee, tea, and then that is being thrown out into the dustbin. Now what happens? In this case, you are also wasting a lot of paper, and that dustbin is full, and there's some flies will come or mosquitoes will come. It will also hazardous for your health. Instead of that, you see that you had your own mug, so that the person will not unnecessarily waste. Whatever he wants, he will take it, he will wash it, and then keep the mug along with him. This has two benefits. One, you are saving the cost of the paper, plus the germs of somebody's hands are not put down on those cups, and you are safe and hygienically safe. Today we have to consider that factor also. Now, installing a sensor tap which reduce the overall water consumption. I'll give you a small example of this. Mainly this is being used when you are brushing your teeth early morning. नल अपना बहता रहता है और हमारा brushing चालू रहता है. What happens, you know? In this case, what you are that tap is running, water is also flowing out. Mainly I have seen in many factories, this tap is on and nobody is there. Arey sir, मैं तो बंद करके आया था. Who is going to look after it? But if you had a sensor taps, you can see here in the second one, here there is a sensor on the below, here there is a sensor, and once your hand is out, it will automatically off. This will save a lot of water during your usage. Now, how to reduce flush volume and reduce water consumption in the toilets? This is a trick which is implemented in my house. So there's a flush volume. This is a 16-liter tank. What I have done is there's one empty bottle. I put down stones into it. That bottle, then tighten it, and there's, you can see that volume of 16 liter has been now made to 12 liters. You will not believe, this is a practical example. Out of 16, I'm using only 12 liters. Suppose I flush it daily about 4 times in a day. So 16 into 4, I was using 64 liters. Now I'm using 12 into 4, 48 liters. Imagine the amount of water, how much we are saving it. Tomorrow, if everything is put down in your society, suppose somebody puts down the meter, then you will finally, yes, oh, I have saved a lot. This has been done in one of the factory also in Pimpri Chinchwad in Pune. This has the another one is reduce the number of bins in the office by placing a few centrally located and removing the personal bin. मेरे डेस्क के नीचे अगर बिन है तो मैं कुछ लेता हूँ, फाड़ता हूँ और रख देता हूँ. लेकिन if it is at a centralized place, every time I have to go up and tear it off and go there. This will also save the printing. This will also save my time, and it will also save a paperwork. So this is also a practical way. It has been implemented in one of the big factory in Pune. And just a minute. sharing of office premises. Now suppose, and now this being a lockdown, what has happened? This is being done very recently because that fellow has got a big premises. I said, what you set down your office, and what he has done is he has put down, considering his space, he has rented down some of the spaces. Here, sharing of office resources, especially equipment like printing, fax, and photocopies machines. In one of the factory, what we observed, there were 12 printing machines, 6 on the bosses, 6 with all the big bosses, and 6 in all the modulars. What we have done is we had all those 6, we have kept it. On all the other 6 which were out of those 6, only 2 were kept on the both the other ends, on the north and south corner, so that if anybody wants to give a print, they will give a print. Go there, everybody was given a password, and that password will only if I go there and put a password, then only my prints come. So nobody looks at my prints also. So this gives me how much I am printing it, plus मुझे जगह से उठ के जाना पड़ता है, तो मैं unnecessary print भी नहीं दूंगा, and there is no dustbin also. So this has saved a lot of money for that company. If you can find another small company, see, I said that fellow has he has rented down some of the office space, so that he's earning rent out of it. Because of this lockdown, he can't help. If the company is spending empty amount in hardware like IT or data backup, this has been switched. You have to switch down to a cloud computing places. Well, this will have 2 costing. One, you will data is very safe, plus you will save on a physical data storage devices, or एक IT engineer का भी जरूरत नहीं लगेगा. So these are the costs. These are the real things which has happened in my life. Now reduce expenditure. How you will reduce expenditure? Whenever there is a new technology, नया software है, sir वो नया software आ गया है, नया laptop आया तो मुझे नया laptop दो, mobile दो. When my old one is old version is still working, why I should go for a new one? Please do not go it. It is another extra burden on your company. Conduct these online seminars and meetings. That's what I am doing now. So this is being done regularly for MSME, many companies. Was like cost saving, APQP, FMEA, etc., etc., etc. Stay on less expensive hotel or friends and family, and avoid business car travel. I used to go from here to many companies in Maharashtra. So what I do is I don't stay on expensive hotel. I say, sir, आपका कोई flat रहेगा तो वहाँ मुझे दे दो. I'll stay with them. So there you save a cost. This was the first step when I was to deliver a lecture on cost saving. I said, sir, आपने यहाँ से ही चालू कर. I told that boss, please speak to the guys so that they will also understand that I am not staying in a hotel where I am supposed to stay. So this saves you a lot of money. What process, product, or people component you can combine for cost saving? Like I had given you example previously, that CMM and Align Inspector you can combine. So this way you can combine and see that you can save the cost. Like drilling, chamfering, and counterbore and spot facing was done on different machines. Now it was shifted to this is a small company shifted on a small drilling machine, so radial drilling machine. So they have combined the process and saved a lot. Was a lot of transportation and movement in between the operations was saved. Modify the packaging from plastic to aluminium, or to increase the sale. Nowadays you can see 100-gram biscuits either made into 400 grams or 800 grams. So you save a lot of things in packaging, and even you can that way you can decrease the cost and increase the sale. This is a practical example. You can see nowadays all biscuits or confectionery are sold in a higher volume than what it was done in earlier case. If you had a reception staff answering call, please ask them to give them the other work, and please make it automated with IVR system, that it will automatically give you messages, and you can save on money, and automated voice system can work. discard non-moving inventory. I have seen in lot many factories non-moving inventory. Sir, वो development के लिए बनाया था, अभी वो पंजाब पड़ा है. What it is? Sir, 5 साल से पड़ा है. Was it? Is कुछ आपको तो दूध देता है क्या? Discard it. Discard those inventories on a regular basis to see that your warehouse space is also available. Plus, those stuck monies are taken care of. Now, what the another case is, make all your document fully digitalized. Nowadays you can digitalize all in on mobiles and switch off the electronic devices when not in use. I see sir ने बुलाया, मैंने अपना लैपटॉप लेके गया, वहीं रखा है मेरा केबिन में और मेरा डेस्कटॉप, और and I have gone. The meeting has lasted for 3 hours and that fellow is eating my power. So please see that you are switching off your and make all the document digitalized. So this will save a lot of cost. To reduce on telephone expenses, today this is being done by lot many companies. Don't make a companies use companies call, make a call from internet, use apps like Skype and Zoom for any video call or meeting. No need of that fellow, अरे एक अहमदाबाद में ऑफिस है, एक चेन्नई में, एक बैंगलोर में, एक पुणे में, एक मुंबई में. No need of those fellows coming down to your corporate office. Make a Zoom call, make a Skype call. That will save a lot of money. This digitalization has taught us a lot of things. Today, even I am speaking to maybe 20, 30, 40 people. But what this is nothing but a digitalization. This is where you can save the cost. This is the another case you can see here. I have seen in lot many companies, a compressor is running unnecessary, but after that it was shown, I have checked out and what is in time and what is off time. After that it was found that there's a lot of leakage in lot many spaces. So that was leakage. Please detect, there's a leakage detection device is also available in the market. So you can find out where it is in leakage and optimize. That will save, you will not be able to, out of 2 compressor, only 1 compressor is running. And that fellow is saving about 62,500 rupees a month. This is nothing but optimizing of air compressor and finding out the leakages. This is what we have recently done in one of the company, where all the switches were labeled. What is happening? मुझे पता नहीं कौन सी switch चालू करनी है. I will make all the switch on, then I will start one off. That will reduce the life of my electric appliances. Plus, there's a lot of wastage of electricity. So please, I make sure that, see here you can see there's a staircase. So this was done as staircase, then in the lounge, and then kitchen or fryer. All these were labeled. If you see the cost, energy at night is cheaper than during the day. Night day may, if you're paying 10 rupees a unit, in night you are paying 1/3 of it, please. So all this you can see, this is a charging station. You can see 6 forklift can be charged. This is done in one of the company. 6 stations we have made it, and they are charging at night. You can see that fellow is putting a charging. Once it is charged, it will be taken off. But this is consuming 1/3 of the power what it is to be consumed. See, these are the simple tricks where you can save a lot of money. Now relook at procedure and capability and restructure them. How to do it? Like you can call experts like me, asking about APQP and FME, and then you can club the processes, see that you have a different type of material, different process where you can see that your process is optimized and you get a lot of cost saving. That is what I do in my consulting. And detecting the bottleneck and finding the way how to remove this. This is also coming down in APQP. Now, electricity cost. Understand what is an energy bill, whether it is electricity or whether it is a gas bill or water. All these energies, you have to understand what are the bills and how they are coming in. Aaya bhar diya wo nahi. You have to find out how they are charging it. They are not mischarging, etc. etc. Switch off the unnecessary light, especially during after the office hours. सब लोग चले गए, अपना light चालू है. See that this is not happening. Instead of investing in a low cost bulb, वो परचेस वाला बोलता है सर ये बल्ब लाता है 500 रुपये में और मैं लेके आता हूँ 300 रुपये में. please don't indulge into it. Please go for either CFL or LED bulbs, and which are very energy efficient and which uses about 75% less energy than what it is required. Make use of natural lights. If your office has an adequate space, use those natural lights. Switch on to the solar. Solar energy is a renewable, clean and free source of energy that you can use in your office or at a house. My house is fully solar. If it requires a substantial amount, initial amount is very big, but you had a quick payback period also, and you can cut energy cost and on a long run. One fine thing is you can synchronize this with DG set and a solar panel. And panel can be, see, it is not so costly. Panel can be, it can be installed on a rooftop, or you can install at a parking space also. Keep your, what is happening now, there is a meeting, sir, meeting bulaya, and everybody is AC on kar but the doors are not closed, even windows are open. Please see that doors and windows are closed during when you are running AC. Use hibernation mode. What is hibernation mode? When you are away from the desk, and make use of hibernation mode. What is it? Is, see, up sleep mode mein lagate ho. It is same like a sleep mode, but sleep mode also consume power, little less power. But in hibernation, you do not consume any power. So put all those printers, air conditioners, microwaves, all those appliances have this energy saving features. Educate your employees about this feature and encourage them to use this. This will save a lot of cost. Please mind, this is a huge cost saving. Considering unplugging the appliances before leaving the office, what is happening? हम लोग ने लगाते नहीं, वो लैपटॉप वहीं लगा दिया, प्लग करके चले गए घर, बाद में दूसरे दिन आके देखते. But in some cases, even you this laptop or some of the appliances consume energy even if they are in off condition. So please switch off. Replace desktop with laptops, because desktop consumes more energy, laptop consumes less energy. Install occupancy sensors lighting. This we have done in one of the warehouse in Pune, where if see warehouse, as and when it is required, the person goes in, or it goes with a forklift. So whenever the forklift enters into this, you can see the light of the person is entering, the light will become on. When he in between, his light is full on, and the gradually lights gets off. This has got a tremendous saving, especially in what we have done in that warehouse. Do online advertising like what we are doing it. Online marketing is a cheaper way of as compared to the traditional way. Traditional way में मुझे आदमी लगाना पड़ता है, वो काम आप पे आया नहीं आया, that fellow is meant there or not, I don't know. The best part of this online marketing is you can track. You cannot track your person. सर मैं यहाँ हूँ, वो रहेगा डॉक्टर के पास और बोलेगा सर मैं कस्टमर के पास हूँ, मैं आधे घंटे में आपको रिपोर्ट देता हूँ. That fellow is with doctor. So this is not being cheated by online advertising. You get also a good return on investment. You know how much it is being utilized and what. Outsourcing. Non-core activities can be outsourced. Suppose I'm in manufacturing sector, I do not know much about the HR activities or legal activities or a finance activity. I can outsource those. So these are the way of outsourcing, and then you can save a cost. Improve vendor relationship. This is what is being not done by our Indian industries. Vendor तो हम लोग उसको कैसे तुच्छ समझते हैं. This is not the way what those people in abroad they does it. They had always have a vendor meet, preferably at the beginning of the year. So आप उसको plan बता सकते हैं, अगला साल हम लोग ऐसा करने वाले हैं. These are our plans. Are you equipped with this, etc., etc. That so that he will also get acquainted with your process, and he will also, in the same way, he will also have a good relationship with you. Use of management software. See, you had a lot of data. You have to calculate the cost, I have to calculate the inventory, I have to calculate the logistic cost, I have to see where is my finance cost getting, I have to see where are my bank's money are, etc., etc. All these systems are available in ERP systems, and these systems you can get it say at a centralized base, and you can generate the data. You can see here, you can generate the data as you can. My friend, I think Nagesh, go ahead. He will help you. He has got a lot of softwares like this, so he can help you in cost saving. Yeah, cost saving at your workplace, modernization. Now use latest technology machine in place of old technology machine. Example, a lathe being replaced by a CNC lathe, or you using mechanized harvester in place of manual. See, you can see directly. This will save your cost plus time. Improve the quality. See, improve quality result means if I improve my quality, there is a cost reduction which I have to pay very less in my marketing. Like I said, online marketing, do it now. Suppose there is a hotel which has got a very high rating, 3-star, 4-star, वो automatically book हो जाता है. आप फोन करो सर सब रूम बुक है. Why? Because they have got a quality. They are very quality conscious. Like you can see here. When I am selecting online also, I am selecting मैं उसका review देखता हूँ, उसका star कितना है, like this 4.5 or 4.8. These will give me saving also, and this will give me, yes, from here I have to, because they are good, so they have to go and get from them. And cut and run means remove the unprofitable. If I have got an unprofitable business, please remove it or relook into it and see that my product and process are capable of doing those parts. If not, then please send it to a vendor. Now there is an engineering change. How to do this in engineering change? What I am doing is a combining operation like drilling, spot facing, milling, tapping, which is done on different machines. Now this can be done on VMC to save the cycle time of the product. This is a combined operation. This is engineering saving. Or adapt changes. Instead of tin mills or a glass, previously this milk used to come in glass, and this either they used to break, or if it is not washed properly, the milk used to spoil, and then the supplier was given a bad remark, etc. Instead of this glass, please put it in a Tetra pack, so there is a saving into it. Saving at your workplace. Modify your layout in such a way that you can accommodate more machines, or modify your mode of transportation of vegetables. Wooden crates. You can see a wooden crate. If I'm using it, see how it is coming out. Half of the things are spoiled. Instead of wooden crate, if I use a plastic crate, it is cheaper and it is refundable also, and returnable also. This is another way of modifying and looking at the process. Eliminate menu. क्या होता है? I see a lot of things. If I go overseas, I do not see anybody who is doing deburring. Here we spend a lot of money and manpower in deburring or this type of operations. Eliminate manual deburring operation and combine the same with machining operation. Combine like a champering, deburring, tapping. See, this is a practical example of what we have done in one of the cylinder head manufacturing company, where the deburring was really an issue, and here the scratch mark is also not allowed. So this was done on machine and it is paid for them. Cost saving at your workplace with investment in equipment. See, you have to invest in equipment which gives you increased efficiency through higher speed or multiple uses. See, on the left hand side, you can see a single spindle machine here, which has been replaced by a twin spindle machine, which does a double the work. You're for the same manpower or same floor space, this is being done both operations. So this is a combining of operation, and this gives you a lot of saving. Value engineering. Now, value engineering, what we already talked about previously. Value engineering is nothing but a systematic, organized approach for providing necessary function in a project at a lower cost. How it is a lower cost, I'll tell you. See, you can see here below. This is a car which was having an iron bumper, you can see. Now this has been replaced by a FRP or fiber reinforced plastic. Functions remain the same. Function is same, but it is a reduced cost. This is nothing but a value engineering. Now value engineering, it is designed to fit the best value, not the price, not the best price. The value engineering, see, it focus on cost optimization as well as the functions remain the same. In this case, the cast iron piping and these tubings are replaced by this plastics. And nowadays you can see this. This has got two advantages. These are more lasting, plus it will reduce the weight on the structure. Value is nothing but defined as a ratio of function to cost. I mean, either I have to increase the function or reduce the cost. I will be taking an exclusive webinar on value engineering. Maybe next time I am taking it. So I think it will be in more depth rather than what we are doing it now. Cost saving is a small branch of value engineering. Cost cutting can be done through various techniques, mainly by reducing the indirect costs. Suppose a company is not doing well, and they will do retrain some of the employees. So they will say, okay, aap kal se mat aana. This is cost cutting, and this is not. Sometimes it is not important. It is very important when you do the cost cutting. See that you cost cutting के नाम में आपने अच्छे लोग भी निकाल दिए और ज्यादा लोग निकाल दिए, then it will be very difficult when the company is restarted. It will be very difficult for you to again restart it. Now we will go for a practical example what has been done in this. Now this is one case study number 1. This is cost saving of an aluminium part. This is an aluminium part which is about 300 by 350 by 350, and this used to buckle, and we were not able to attain the flatness. So a lot of chatter marks, vibration, and there was taper cutting also, a lot of rejection, heavy rejection. So they approached us. They said, okay, we have designed a fixture for an VMC with a different clamps and arresting and work support. And these parts was machined, and after doing this, modifying this fixture, this has come out without chatter mark, without vibrations, and flatness was 0.2, again 0.5, and the customer rejection was brought to 0. For your kind information, this customer has facilitated us because not of the cost saving, but they were consistently getting the parts into it, and we were facilitated. Even our client was facilitated, but we were also facilitated. A good thing to learn from them. Cost saving. This is an forging part. I'll tell you. This is an forging connecting rod where there were on this you can see this and this boring was done, and here there was a lot of burr used to being caught. Now we has provided the spaces here. So when I do this, and there was an intermediate, I'll show you what it is. The removal of burr was an issue. Surface finish of bore used to get deteriorated because this burr was rubbing into it, and inserts were also breaking because the burr is also rotating here, and the inserts were breaking, and there was a lot of rejection. What we have done is we have designed a fixture in such a way that this is 2 parts can be done. Now and the clamps and support has been given, and burr can be removed from the bottom. Here I can from here I can put the high pressure coolant, and it is washed off. Benefits are burr can be removed without any extra efforts. Is reduced because there is no stoppage. The cycle time is reduced. Insert breakage is nil. Bore rejection was reduced as insert breakage was nil. There was a considerable saving in cycle time, 18% cycle time, insert cost 23% reduction, and rejection cost was 1.61. And the main was operator fatigue, because that fellow said, I don't want to work because यहाँ वो बर निकालने के लिए सर उसमें टाइम जाता है. I cannot give you the productivity, but the productivity was also increasing. This is a forging part. We have taken from different industries. Now this is a case study of an electric causing aluminum part of an electric. Here also there was an issue of burr accumulation. I'll show you this. There was a burr accumulation. Just a minute. Here you can see in this picture, there's a lot of burr accumulation. Even the loading of this part was different. See, difficult. You can see this part on the second picture right side. You have to remove that and then insert it here because there was an ovality issue. What we have designed is we have designed a fixture in such a way that 6 parts can be done on this. See, you can see 1, 2, 3 clamps are now acting. The 3 clamps will be acting for the other part. You can see from here. So this was a fixture designed by us. What was this burr was removed without any extra efforts, because from below I can blow it all the through the coolant. The burr was removed. Reduced cycle time as stoppage was not there. Burr rubbing was resulted in more insert consumption. That is reduced, and insert consumption has been reduced by 52%. A considerable saving time in cycle time, that is 43%. Insert cost 28%. Rejection cost 1.91%. Operator fatigue was reduced, and as I already said, there are 5 different parts we were making it. And for every change, there was 1 hour required. Now it is 0. Now cost saving in reducing a setup time. Now we they want to this is a part they wanted. The customer wanted that I want this 2 parts to be made on this, and there was this is the first operation. On the back side there was a second operation. They said मुझे ऐसा चाहिए, इसके ऊपर first operation भी होना चाहिए, second operation होना चाहिए, दोनों part होना चाहिए. What we have done is we have designed a fixture in such a way that there are some, you can see here, C, D, K1, K2, K21F. What we have done is we had designed a fixture in such a way that only put this parts, those parts here, then this can be used for 2 different parts. So we had studied different parts, and we were able to accommodate both the parts in one fixture, and on these parts can be finished, and we had a huge setup time which can be reduced up to 28%. We can reduce the setup time. Now there was a customer, sir वो fixture नहीं बनाना, हमारे पास जो fixture पड़ा है उसके ऊपर आप क्या कर सकते हो? So I said okay, no problem. They had this type of fixture, और इसके ऊपर हमको cycle time reduce करके चाहिए, और मुझे setup time, my setup time is very high. So what we have done is, this is their fixture. We have provided one plate here, side butting plate, and here we have drilled one hole and locator, and with a locating dial. What we have done is they wanted to reduce setup time in beams. We had provided that alignment and one hole. Now what is happening, every time what I have to do is I have to butt this against the fixture, and what is doing, when fixture can be mounted every time at a same place. Now as I have I can dial this with this coordinate which is marked in red, which will give me all the coordinate at a faster time. Now what also, third thing what we have done is we have selected, can you see this down here, all this what we have done is serial number, tool description, tool number, offset, and model. For different, there are some 16 models. For this what we have done is we have standardized, एक number में मेरा यही tool रहेगा, drill, and the tool number is 01 and offset is H01. So it is, for me, it is as the tool position and sequence is fixed, my offset time is 0, limited. Or overall what we can save is about 46%, that is setting time from 1.5 hours to it was 0.69 hours. This much time was saved, monthly saving of 8.28 hours, and total 8 VMC they could save about 66 hours. So this is what, nothing, we are using their fixture only. This is what different ideas we have to generate to see that your cost is saved. Now there is a case study for quality improvement. Sir, cost छोड़ दो मुझे, quality में बहुत बड़ा problem. So this is also saving here. See, they used to use this M32 into 1.5, the big job, 32 into 1.5 tap was using. तो क्या होता है, 2-4 job हो गया, बाद में वो सर go नहीं जाता है. What I have to do is no other way than to replace this tap. The tap is very costly because it is M32 बड़ा tap. What we have done is we have used now thread milling cutter. And इसमें क्या होता है, the tap go नहीं जाता है तो थोड़ा offset आगे दे दिया, then the go is going. This has also reduced a problem of go no go. Plus there's a lot of cost saving because a tap was frequently be replaced. There was about cost saving about 18% or so. There's another case study of quality improvement. They had a size variation and chatter marks of 159.4. Because this bar, you can see there is a less rigidity on this boring bar, and you can see the end of the boring bar. And because there is less area which is on the clamp, which is clamp on a turret, what has been done is we have designed this, instead of 40 die, we made it into 60 die, and यहाँ एक collar दे दिया, देखो आपको collar दिखती है. So what we have supported this with the collar, so that every time it is resting at the same place, this is increased, and that is why the variation and chatter mark has gone. You can see this has been conducted very recently. In March, there were 15 jobs which are rejected for chatter marks. In April, 0. May and June also it is 0. This is very recently conducted in one of the factories. This is a case of productivity improvement. They said, sir, ye product, because they wanted to install in one more machine, one more HMC. I said, sir, it is not required. We will see that, we'll study, and we say, we will give you the how we can go up. How it was done? See, problem was to increase the productivity of a bottleneck. This was a bottleneck operation. What has been done is a rough milling. I'll show you on a picture. Here there was a rough milling. Here on the face there is a rough milling. Here there is a milling. This was milling, and these are the boring. And here there is a chamfer. You can see this chamfer, this chamfer, this chamfer. And here there is a small 6 dia hole drilling. So all these operations, what we have done is we have seen and modified the path in such a way that a milling cutter, you can see from 7.46, it was come down to 6.51. This is a chamfer. These were done with an interpolation, which was designed by different tools. Say 4.27 has come down to 0.4 minute, and that 6 dia hole, this internal dia, there were a lot of drill breakage also, and job used to get scrap. We had replaced that with an hydro grip holder, and overhang also reduced. The 2.79 has made to 1.34, and reaming was hole. There are holes here. These holes which were reamed, you can see that also has been reduced from 1.9 to 1.313. And lug milling cutter, you can see back side here. This 1, 2, 3, this 3 milling was also taking a considerable time of 3 minutes. It's been taking out 1.5 minutes. So 19 minutes, 0.52 minutes had been brought down to 10.88 minutes. Cycle time was reduced by 8.64 minutes. Productivity improved by 17%. And there was a cost saving of 1.3 lakhs per month. And this was a huge saving. And because of this bottleneck, they were retrained to take one more machines. That is the beauty of it. Now, what are the importance of cost saving? See, importance is it will enhance your management performance and efficiency. It will understand the elements of cost. What are the elements? We are not, we have to take all the elements. Drilling में कितना का, milling में कितना का, logistic में कितना का, sales में कितना का, marketing में कितना का. All this cost now we are able to understand. It will also reduce the cost of operation, because मुझे यहाँ पे मालूम है marketing में ज़्यादा जाइए, the boss will tell marketing कल से ये cost कम करना है. Then you start thinking of it. It will also set a competitive price of product, because once you come down to a cost saving, then your price is at a competitive, which will increase your market share, which will increase your profit, and you will enjoy a competitive advantage over the competitor. And the best thing is, when there are more money coming down to the company will spare more for their labor and welfare scheme, and thus it will improve your relation with the management also. In a summary, what I can say is, cost saving is to be understood as the achievement of real and permanent reduction. I know many companies, sir, वो हो गया, 2 दिन चलता है, 4 दिन के बाद वापस बंद हो जाता है. It should be a real and permanent reduction in cost of goods manufactured or service without deteriorating the quality of product. Quality of product comes first. अगर आपका quality सही है या उत्तम है, तो ही आपके पास customer आने वाला है. Then only you will have money, and then only you can enjoy the fruits. Cost saving should aim at eliminating of wasteful elements. अभी हम लोग ने ये इसमें देखा wasteful elements like chatter mark आता है या rejection होता है या एक की जगह पे 2 part लगाने, all this what we have done, we have not done anything, we have eliminated the wasteful things. And it should be a continuous process of critical. मैंने पहले ही बताया आपको, cost saving होने के बाद में अभी रुक गए ऐसा नहीं. Now we have to find out, like APQP and FMA says that आगे क्या करना है, how furthermore और क्या कर सकते हैं. Then only it is a continuous process, and then only you can see with a view to improve your efficiency of reducing the cost. My next webinar I'll be taking on value engineering, which I think a person who are already attending today, I think it will be in a more advanced stage. This today I have taken all the basic way. This will be in a more advanced stage, and this will be more of an you can say which is being done by overseas company. So value engineering, they say VAVE. So we'll be doing on value engineering. And thank you very much. Here I'm sorry that I already exceeded the time, but this is what it is, and I am a technical consultant, lot many industries. And if anybody wants your service, you can directly contact me. This is my phone number here and my email. We are in head office at Barnier and branch office at Law College Road. And thank you very much for your patient listening. And now I invite, if there is an question, let me go through this. Let me go through the questions.
Questions, I would request everyone to type it in the chat box. Yeah, we can take few questions if you have.
Any questions, please let me know.
Or you can talk to Mr. Kushal sir directly. He's also into consulting, so he can take the assignments. He is taking the assignments with various customers. As he has mentioned, we are coming up with value engineering webinar very shortly.
When we have that seminar, sir?
Maybe after 2 weeks, same time. Nagesh, are you okay?
Yeah.
But that will be on a little bit advanced stage than this. This was a basic what I could share, because what is cost, different types of cost saving, and the benefits. But that will be a real theme of what is being done at overseas. This has been taught to me by a foreigner. So a lot of things which will be coming from overseas. I think you must attend so that you can also get, because as of today हमारे यहाँ तो सर cost saving ही बोलते हैं, because nobody people understand VAVE. We have done a lot of things in this VAVE in forging industries, in casting industries, in aluminium industries, in assemblies. We have done a lot of things. So I'll share some of these, because in 1 hour it's difficult. I can share a lot of things, because in time it is a VAV is a 2-3 days program. I know it. What I have to do is I have to combine and see that I can give you best out of it.
I have one more doubt, sir. Hello.
Speak.
I'm audible?
Yeah, please.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, we have one machine shop in our organization. So where we are having issues with the tips where we are using for the machining. So for that, we are using actually.
You let me know, because I'm also manufacturing hydraulic fixture. What you can see is which are manufactured by me.
No, sir. We are having machine shop. In that, we
Yeah.
are using tips, inserts we are using, sir. It is actually coming very low quality by using of VDR make. Do you prefer anything, or else in the same inserts, how we can get it better life?
Yes,
What?
yes. I can help you out, and with the same insert, you can get better life. See,
Yeah.
looking at process is a different way how you look at your process. Because I am a process engineer by profession, so I look at first. You can see you're seeing my first slide where we say that
Like
what
in the
is.
sense of, sir, I am asking in terms of the how the in which angle we have to position our tool, like some technically, if you help me,
Yes,
then
yes,
it
yes,
will
yes,
be better.
yes.
Yeah,
See, there are a lot of things. Only tools you say, there is a lot of tools. How do you mount? What is the offset given? How I am fitting it? If it is a left hand or right hand, or what is my height of the tool, etc., etc. A lot of things are required. So, if you can send me the drawing or photographs, I think I can let you know. And where you are situated.
we are fitted in Mysore, and we usually use right hand tool. Right hand tools
Yeah,
we are
you can
using.
send me the
Not left.
photographs. I cannot come down to Mysore, but then I can certainly help you out.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question from anybody? Yeah, please note down Mr. Kishwa's details. You can be in touch with him directly for your all assignments. Sir, I think if there are no questions, we will conclude the session, sir. Right, Kishore sir?
Yeah. Yes, yes. Nagesh, I'm open.
Okay. Okay. So thank you very much, all participants. Thank you, Kishore sir, for giving
Thank
us
you, everybody,
insight
for
on
patiently
this.
listening.
Yeah, thank for giving
Hope
insight
we
on
will
cost
meet
saving.
you in value engineering.
Yes, we will shortly meet you on the in the value engineering session. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Okay, bye.